أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله العظيم من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له. وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله صفيه من خلقه وحبيبه. بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وكشف الله به الغمة وجاهد في الله حق جهاده حتى أتاه اليقين. فصلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه الأطهار وعلى سائر من اقتفى أثره واتبع هديه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. ثم أما بعد. I am a witness to the undeniable truth that there is no God beside Allah, one and only, without any partners or associates whatsoever. And I am a witness to the undeniable truth that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is his servant and his final messenger. There is no doubt the best of speech is the book of Allah. The best guidance to follow is the guidance of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And the worst of all affairs is innovation in religion. Every innovation is a heresy. Every heresy is misguidance, and every misguidance leads to the fire. Ibadallah, Allah Azza wa Jal told us in Surah Saba, regarding the importance and the status of wealth and children in Islam. Allah Azza wa Jal let us know in this surah, Surah Saba, verse number 34, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا فِي قَرْيَةٍ مِّن نَذِيرٍ إِلَّا قَالَ مُتْرَفُوهَا إِنَّا بِمَا أُرْسِلْتُمْ بِهِ كَافِرُونَ. Every time I sent a messenger, the aristocrats of the people, the elite, those who are wealthy, those who are powerful, those who had a say, those who had a sway on the community, those people who others recognized as grand or special or worthy. And Surah Saba is Surah number 34. Those people who were worthy and elite in the community, they said, Inna bima ursiltum bihi kafirun. We deny and reject whatever you have been sent with. And this is in face value, meaning the prophets come, hey, the elite say, whatever you gotta say, we don't believe it. Just let me stop you right there in your tracks. Don't waste your breath, because we don't believe it. And why do they not believe it? Because they are comfortable with their wealth and their status and their children. And their assumption is, because they got to those elite statuses through treachery, through swindling, through coercion or abuse or extortion or what have you, they reach these upper echelons of society by the wrong way. And they took advantage of people and they reached this high status. Their immediate assumption is, whatever you come in with, whatever you have to say is going to interrupt my program. So you might as well just keep it moving, because we don't even want to hear it. Whatever you have to say, whatever you have to say, we disbelieve in it. When this is a false assumption, the criminal assumes that because they have reached a high status in their community and their society through negative ways, through negative means, they assume that accepting guidance will mean they have to forfeit it. They are so stingy with it, and they are so hard, holding on to it so tightly that their immediate assumption is, I have to give it up. I will no longer have power. I will no longer have status. And this is something that the devils have always made the elite fearful of, losing their status. As the Mala of Fir'aun would say, يريد أن يخرجكم من أرضكم بسحره. He wants to just get you out of your land with his magic. In another ayah, Allah Azza wa Jalla said, ليخرجكم من أرضكم بسحرهما ويذهبا بطريقتكم المثلى. Aaron and Moses want to get you out of your own land with their magic, and they want to do away with your luxurious lifestyles. So this concept of fear of the upper echelons of society, the fear of the elite, of losing, as a result, they say, we disbelieve. And then, hujjatuhum, their evidence and their guidance and their evidence to reject, and their reason for disbelieving in the prophets is that they say, قالوا نحن أكثر أموالا وأولادا وما نحن بمعذبين. They would say, we have more wealth and more children, and it's no way we're going to be punished. Meaning they reject the concept of akhirah. They don't have a belief in akhirah. So they assume, well, I've been given so much in this world. I got all of this wealth and all of this. No way I can be punished. They think grand of themselves. They are conceited. They are arrogant. They are boastful. And that wealth deluded them to believe that they are free of any crime and any reprimand. Meaning they cannot be reprimanded or held to account for anything they do. It's a false assumption. After every opportunity to get the dollar, to get some more, to get what you can to take care of your family. But it is Allah Azza wa Jal who extends the wealth for you or constricts it. You and I are only going to get what we're destined to get. Then you start looking, you're wondering. You think to yourself, Bill Gates is going to donate $200 billion something over the next 20 years and close his foundation in 2024. Now 2045, excuse me. 2024 is past already. 2045 is going to close his foundation, donate $200 billion. How did he get $200 billion? You're wondering, how did he get it? A lifetime will go by and you didn't spend it. In fact, the money will still be spent after he's dead. Most likely, if he dies within that time frame, let us know. He's the one who extends over. He's the one who extends wealth to whom he wants, and he constricts. وما أموالكم ولا أولادكم بالتي تقربكم عندنا زلفى إلا من آمن وعمل صالحا فأولئك لهم. And it is not your children that grant your nearness to me. You need money. You saw what the president did. What did he do? He put billionaires in his circle. Yeah, that's what he did. Because you need money to get that nearness. Even the Sahara of Fir'aun, they said, أَإِنَّ لَنَا لَأَجْرًا إِن كُنَّا نَحْنُ الْغَالِبِينَ. They said, will we be rewarded if we are victorious? قَالَ نَعَمْ وَإِنَّكُمْ لَمِنَ الْمُقَرَّبِينَ. Fir'aun said, yes, and you will be of the inner circle. I'm going to bring you real close to me. Allah Azza wa Jalla let us know that wealth and those children don't bring you close to Him. You can gain status with anybody with wealth and children. Status, your qabil, your tribe, your clan, your family. You can gain status with people, but you cannot gain status with Allah if you have wealth and children. إِلَّا مَنْ آمَنَ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا. Except those of them who believe and do righteous deeds. Meaning now you can use your wealth to get nearness to Allah Azza wa Jalla, even if you're not wealthy. You're not wealthy, but you have 50 cents in your pocket. You took a quarter out and you put it for whatever Allah of your wealth. You paid all your bills. You only got 50 cents left to your name, 50 cents. You put some gas in your tank, alhamdulillah, you did all that you could with whatever money you had. You took a quarter out and you gave it in the path of Allah Azza wa Jalla. You have then given half of your Azza wa Jalla's face and His pleasure and His satisfaction. So you salatu you taught that child to be an example of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam when they go out in public and in private. You instructed them and you raised them, hoping that this child will bring you near to Allah in their life while you're alive and when you die, to make dua for you. This is an ultimate investment. So when you gave this ultimate investment, what did Allah do? فَأُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمْ جَزَاءُ الضِّعْفِ بِمَا عَمِلُوا. Allah said, I'm going to multiply their profits. Their reward will be multiplied. Paradise called ghurfat, rooms or suites. Huh? Suites, not S-W-E-E-T-S, sweets that you eat. Suites, S. Suite here is S-U-I-E-T. Room, this apartment in ghurfat, they will be saved. Lofty suites that Allah Azza wa Jalla gave you because you said no other money. You didn't need trillions and billions. You did not need to be in someone's face. You did not have to do that. All you had to do was sacrifice that wealth that you had, whatever little, and raise that child. Alhamdulillahi hamdan la inqita'a lahu فليس إحسانه عنا بمقطوع ثم الصلاة على خير الأنام محمد فإنه على خصال الحمد مطبوع. Now we find ourselves alive and able, and we must be extremely purposeful in how we live these days. That same wealth that we earn, whatever little it may be, we must be purposeful. And whatever child we have, or wish to have, or plan to have, we must be extremely intentful. They used to say, عادات أهل اليقظة عبادات وعبادات أهل الغفلة عادات. They used to say the actions that are normal, commonplace undertakings that a person would do, regular actions, if they are awake and they are intentful, those same basic general actions turn into actions of worship because they were intentful. Whereas the contrary is true, those people who are engaged in worship that is seemingly the intention where it should be, they don't have the sincerity. May Allah Azza wa Jalla give us sincerity. Oh, Ameen. They don't have the pieces where they need to be. Though they're doing the actions of worship, they turn into regular old actions, adat, customs. We have to be extremely intentful in how we earn and spend this wealth that we have, whatever little it may be, and extremely intentful, and extremely territorial, and extremely stingy over how we are going to raise and rear these children and direct them for the world. Because if we leave it like this, oh, I guess I'll step in when I need to. I guess I'll do what. If we leave it this way, the society will spoil them as they have already been spoiled, rotten to their cores, and then the legacy we leave behind will be one that we're not proud of. No that you said was a no that benefited them even though they threw a fit. That border that you set, or that boundary that you set, or their behavior that you insisted that they behave with, the etiquette make them upright. All of it is worth it. Because ultimately, if we are not intentful and we are not purposeful in our raising our children, in addition to earning and spending our wealth, we may lose them. As many of us are suffering. We are suffering with drugs in our community. We're suffering with crime in our community. We're suffering with fornication in our community. We're suffering with suicide in our community. So that's something that unfortunately people are brushing under the rug, but suicide is alive and well in the Muslim community, amongst the youth especially. Bullied at school, committed suicide. Addicted to drugs, or the girl he didn't get, or the guy she didn't get, suicide. And though it happens here and there, we hear about it sparingly. When you add up all of the community, the Muslim community, all of us in America, it looks more frequent. You look at each state. Now, of course, each state or city separately looks like it's happening sparingly. But when you add us up all together, especially the masjid is nice, it looks leading out this way. So the suit is good, but we're stabbed in the back and the blood is going. And that's our children. We're losing them. So you and I, when you told them no, you told them, and you're not going to talk back to me too. Let them. You know, there are even at your age, you might think, well, it's been a long time I've been a parent and so forth. I understand. There are free parenting classes here. You can find it. Just to give you a little bit more, back a little bit more confidence to stand up to your child. Let them know, hey, my English might not be that good, but you're not going to talk to me like that, right? You have to do it and be intentful. And that no will benefit them more than the yes that we have been giving them all this time. And in closing, Allah Azza wa Jalla let us know. قل إن نعم والذين يسعون في آياتنا معاجزين أولئك في العذاب محضرون. As he gives us the contrary to Urfat, those lofty sweets in paradise, he said, those who strive to nullify my miracles, that's the opposite. Allah said, if your parents strive against you that you may associate with me, that for shirk, for polytheism, you still have to obey them in anything else beside polytheism. Have be a good companion to them. So what about if you fight your kids for La ilaha illallah? Because they can formulate an argument? So tell them to sit down and be quiet. And mind their prayers and mind their manners. And fix their attitude and fix what they're doing. Because remember, you and I are leaving them behind as a heritage, as a legacy. And we want them to make dua for us. We want them to be righteous so we benefit from them. And in addition to Jal, to give us security in these extremely trying times. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal to save our brothers in Lebanon, Afghanistan, Yemen and Sudan, to save us and bring us together. Upon La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, wa sallallahu sallam wa baraka ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi.
على الصلاة
نقرئك فلا تنسى نقرئك فلا تنسى إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى يعلم الجهر وما يخفى ونيسرك لليسرى سيذكر من يخشى ويتجنبها الأشقى ثم لا يموت وذا خير وأبقى إبراهيم وموسى. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. والعصر إن الإنسان وعملوا الصالحات. سمع الله. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. Jazakumullah khairan, brothers and sisters. And whatever you give, we ask us at every turn. We ask Allah Azza wa Jalla to save us. Ameen.